it's just not it for you. Like some right there, like, you feel me, you going through something, you doing something, and then, oh no, I can't do that. You feel me?
Like, you have to be upfront the way you are as a person. Like, be you. Like, don't try to be someone else. Don't try to.
At the beginning, she was fine. You feel me? She did all the right things, and then when you really get to know somebody, it's like, whoa, that's not who I was. You feel me?
Hey guys, welcome back to The Outlet. We're back for part 2. I'm still with my friend June. So now that we've talked about the pet peeves and the red flags, now we're gonna like dive in a little bit deeper into the conversation and really get down to the nitty gritty of why I feel, or like we think, or even just pure facts on why relationships aren't lasting as long.
That's major.
So I think you could start it off. What is one thing that you think?
I feel like childhood wounds. You feel me? Like when you was a kid, like the way you grew up, like, cause your life really started when you were toddler. You feel me? You start learning like from what you see, from a jit all the way up to, you feel me, you to now. You feel me? And I feel like certain things, like not being like some parents don't, you feel me, don't give out that love. You feel me? They don't know how that feel. You feel me? So it's like things from your childhood that like builds you. You feel me? Like that change your mindset about certain things. You feel me? Even in like a middle school relationship, or like a high school relationship that messed up your perspective on love, is like, that's major. You feel me? Now when you get in the real world, it's like everybody ain't it. You feel me? Everybody ain't this, everybody ain't that. Nah, oh, everybody got to get me. But it's not really like that. You feel me? You gotta treat, in a sense, it's good to have your guard up. You feel me? But in a sense, like, give the next person a new slate. You feel me? You don't know what that person, feel me, until you is innocent till proven guilty. Like that person ain't do nothing to you. You feel me? It ain't, I'm not saying go into that person, but like at the end of the day, like, give them a clean state. Feel me? Give them a little bit of trust until they mess that up. You feel me? Not, don't give them your whole, you feel me, but like give them enough, for me, to grow from that. You feel me? Don't mess up your, you feel me, because of your lies. You feel me? Like that's not going. You feel me? And I feel like relationships don't last, because like people come in a relationship already feeling like, oh, this not finna work out. He probably gonna do me the same way. I'm just finna see how it goes. With all these guards up, and it's like you can't really get that person you, because you got all these walls up. You feel me? Now that person gotta try to climb the wall. Nah, you feel me? By the time they're exhausted, like, sheesh. You feel me? So that's major. Like, what you feel on that, like, childhood wounds?
For sure, because like your childhood wounds pretty much frame how you're gonna go into a relationship. Like you're saying, like based on how we're raised, based on what we go through, certain things actually traumatize us, and it makes us, it creates those walls. And like Julie was saying, you can't, like, you gotta, don't give in all the way, but give a little bit, give enough, so that the relationship could start up on something, and you can start building that foundation. In order to build a house, you have to go get the supplies, but you need the supplies there. The supply could be that little bit of trust, and as you get there, the trust will get, as you build that house, you see that foundation is sturdy, you can give in your all. But you cannot allow your inner child wounds to affect you. And then also I feel like people use that as an excuse though, to stay the way that they are, because you can be like, oh well, I went through X, Y, and Z, or the last person did this, now, just so that you can keep that same mindset and believe that of other people. That's toxic. Like,
to yourself, really. That's toxic to yourself.
Exactly.
And if you end up like messing with that person while you had that mindset, that's really like messing both y'all up. Cause now you've been off the wrong foundation. Like, you feel me? Now you are like, it's like you setting yourself up for disaster. You feel me? Now that's, you feel me?
I agree, for
it's
sure.
Like trying to walk on a broken bridge already.
Literally,
it don't make no sense.
Exactly. You're literally gonna drown. You're literally gonna fall because like there's nothing underneath your feet. So, and I feel like also too, in order to realize and be conscious of your inner childhood wounds, you have to do the self work. And in you doing that self work, that shows self love.
That's amazing.
So you have to sit down and be like, for me, for example, I'm gonna use myself. Like, Kayla, you don't trust people. Why don't you trust people?
Exactly.
Because this happened. Okay, well now you need to heal from this.
That's amazing.
This is the root of whatever happened is the root of why I'm not trusting. So I need to heal through that first. Heal through that first, and then I'm able to, go forward. And that's not to say that I'm gonna be accepting to everybody. Hey, everybody, come on in. Like, no, I'm still gonna have my guards up. With like respective regards. But at the same time, I'm not going to allow my inner child wounds. I'm like allow those things to All right, so one thing about the child's inner wounds, or the inner wounded child, so my therapist says, it's like, in order for you to recognize that you even have that wound, you have to do the self-work. You have to go into that corner and evaluate and do that work in yourself and realize that, oh shoot, I'm actually hurting from this because X, Y, and Z happened. Another thing that I also came to realize too is that relationships, friendships with your sisters, your parents, whoever it is with, the relationship is literally a mirror with yourself, if that makes sense.
That's amazing.
So if you are talking to somebody and there's something that they do that you don't like, you then go back in yourself and be like, why don't I like that? Oh, because it reminds me of X, Y, and Z. Or, oh, it's because this happened to me. Oh, but then it always reflects on something about you. So then it brings me to even beg the question, relationships is literally supposed to help you grow as a person. Because you're not supposed to be like this stagnant person. That's why, like, when you mentioned that point, when you're like, it's like a relationship isn't supposed to be like clicking, like,
it's not supposed to be perfect. Like,
you guys are supposed to challenge each other and grow, and that's what makes like that seesaw kind of thing. And it's supposed to be like that, but it shouldn't be too difficult, as in like petty stuff. But at the same time, it's gonna be hard, but it's not gonna be that hard where it's like burning out hard. It's gonna be that hard where it's big because it's forcing you to grow as a person. And like, in order to do self work, you have to love yourself enough to do that work. You have to be like, you know what, Kayla, I love you enough to know that you are not good in this area, so let me work in this area, and stop making excuses. Because people like to make excuses.
That's amazing. People do make a lot of excuses. You feel me? Like, oh, this is not this. Like, you really just gotta check yourself sometimes. You feel me? It's really like, sometimes it's not that person. Sometimes it's just you. You feel me? And you really gotta find like within yourself, cause like the topic of self-love is like, if you don't love yourself, there's no way on planet green earth you can love somebody else fully, like with you feel me? Like, it's certain thing about putting that person you love before you, but like, at the end of the day, it's you all you got. You feel me? Like, people say like you come in the world by yourself, like that's real. Like, you is you. Nobody got you like you feel me? Not your significant other, not even your mother. Like, nobody got you at the end of the day, you feel me? Everybody got their own journey at the end of the day. And like, self-love and self-worth, like, that goes a lot way. Cause like, that's why certain relationships, like, going back to the main topic, like, certain relationships don't work. Cause like, people don't love themselves enough, you feel me?
That's true.
You bring that toxicity in your relationship, cause like, now you don't love yourself. You bring your insecurities upon that other person, cause like, now it's like, damn, I feel ugly. Now you try to find other ways to make them feel ugly, because you feel me? Now you trying to make yourself feel better, you feel me? It don't work like that, you feel me? You gotta love yourself, find it in yourself, you feel me? Be free with yourself, you feel me? Understand yourself, and then that's when you really could bring that to the table for the other person. And like, that's amazing, you feel me? And why certain relationships just don't work. Like, people don't love themselves. People, you feel me? And people don't want to work on themselves.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, they scared to work on themselves. That's major too. Like, people feel like, wow, how I'm gonna work on myself. Like, work on yourself. Really sit down and like refocus. You feel me? Think. Like, life is real. Like, you really gotta sit there and think about certain things. Like, it's just not wake up. If you live day to day, like, you doing something wrong with your life. Like, you can't just get up, just another day on the job. Like, no. Like, you really gotta work, grow. Every day you should grow. You should get an inch better. You feel me? And that is major. You feel me? Other things, you feel me? Nobody, like, other reason like why people don't like keep relationships, like, nobody really teach like true love, you feel me? Or like, people get the wrong definition of love. Like, you feel me? You look at a TV show, you looking at all this other stuff, they teach you romance, Romeo, Juliet, Titanic. You feel me? Be like, life is not a movie. Love is not a movie, sweetheart. Like, sweetheart, love is not a movie. Like, this shit is real. Like, y'all gonna go through battles, you feel me? Y'all gonna bump heads, you feel me? That's what that make the love real, you feel me? People grow up, you feel me? They get all this fantasies in their head. Like, you really gotta sit down and understand, like, this person is still living their life. You're still living your life, you feel me? You can't expect, say like, certain relationships to feel like, this person don't make time for me. Like, at the end of the day, you gonna make time for who you ever want.
That's true.
You feel me? But at the end of the day, you gotta respect that this person is trying to do something with their life, you feel me? You can't just be a bug. Ain't nothing wrong with a little clinginess to your relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
But like, chill, let them grow, give them room. You feel me? You can't just be on them and like give like space is major in relationship. Like, you feel me? If you don't give your other person like
enough
space, then y'all just gonna get
clash.
Y'all gonna get like, you feel me? You gotta give each other space. Like, even in the stance of giving your significant other time like space enough to miss you. You feel me? I ain't like, don't do too much. Like, don't do too much. Like,
don't wait like 5 days, 5 weeks.
Don't do too much. Like, You feel me? Get in the time. Like you was talking in the morning, going about y'all day. Exactly. So at the end of the day, y'all
thank you. Right here. I've been saying that, like
type shit, like
at the beginning of the day, we can make our start our mornings. Good morning, how you slept, have a good day, have a great day, hope your day is prosperous, whatever. Speak positivity over that person. Take a break from each other, go about your business, because I promise you, because you're so focused and trying to talk during the day, what you're really doing isn't really getting done to the fullest. So you're really not living your life 110%. You're living it 50%. And whoever, also disclaimer, whoever said that relationship was supposed to be 50-50 lied. It's 100-100. Okay, so it's not 50-50, because eventually someone's gonna end up taking on a bigger load, because it's 50-50. But if y'all both give 100% from the jump,
you're not supposed to put in 50, the other person 50, make 100. You put 100. He put 100. Amazing.
Exactly.
And that's how y'all
so I don't understand where the generation, so like the definition for sure, the definition of love, y'all, we got that messed up for sure. And a lot of people feel like love is like, okay, well, you make me happy and I make you happy, then we, whatever. But the thing is, you have to come into that relationship happy.
Exactly.
People don't want to talk about that
happy
either.
with yourself.
With yourself. You have to be happy alone before you can ever be happy in a relationship.
See, it ain't nothing wrong making your significant happy, you feel me?
Exactly.
You feel me? The small things work, but like you just gotta be happy internally.
Exactly.
Internally, you gotta be happy up here, you feel me? If that is not gonna work, you feel me?
Yep. And you have to be at peace with yourself too. Like peace for me, like my major thing, and I have this all over my Instagram, my goal in life is to literally just be a renewed person. And renewed meaning just a total union with my mind, my spirit, and my body. That's why physically I hit the gym, so I can release that, that pent up stress, that pent up anxiety, let it out through sweat.
And
then it's good, it's healthy. And then food, making sure that because you are what you eat. Make sure that you eat like good things to keep my body feeling great, you know what I'm saying? And then there's some other things as well that I do on a daily basis, sitting down in silence. People don't do that often.
Meditate. That's the word for it. Like meditate. Major, like even if it don't even gotta be silent. Say somebody with music, like play peaceful music. Not that you feel me. Y'all wanna bump your love. You
exactly.
Feel me? Everybody
sometimes we need a moment of just relaxation, and then be mindful of where you're at. Exactly. Be mindful, live today and live for today, not for yesterday, not for tomorrow, but live for today. Because you don't know, even as morbid as it sounds, tomorrow isn't promised. So if you're out here living in the future, tomorrow I'm a tomorrow, or eventually I'm a there's the clock don't stop. The sand in the little timer thing doesn't stop for you. It keeps on going. And the crazy thing is, and tying this back to being that we're all followers of Christ, you know what I'm saying? God gave us each and every single person a purpose. So, and we were talking about this earlier too, off camera, but we were saying, if you don't do your job, which you came on this earth to do, someone else is missing out on something that you were put on this planet to do.
Everybody got their purpose. Everybody got their talent, you feel me? You gonna have, you feel me? You good at something, you feel me? Everybody good at something specific. You just gotta find that, and that's when you gonna really feel like you satisfied.
Exactly.
You doing something you love, you feel me? And that's major in life.
It is, and that ties in with self-work. Literally, it goes right. You gotta sit down. You gotta be quiet. You gotta find yourself. You gotta ask yourself questions too, because things that I thought that I liked back then, I realized, and I've gotten older. I'm like, ooh, low key, did I like this because so and so liked it? Did I like it because society told me to like it? Did I like it because I was influenced to like it? All these questions have to kind of be asked to yourself, and you'll come to realize the person that you thought you were wasn't really who you were. You were trying to be something that you weren't. Make sure that your motives behind everything that you do is correct, even for relationships too.
All that ties into relationship. You just gotta be satisfied in here. Satisfied in here. Then you get, you feel me? Then you get to dealing with you feel me? If you can't deal with yourself,
how you expect
to can't deal with yourself? You feel me? That's major. You feel me? You just gotta love your other person. You feel me? And then love, not just, you feel me? Oh, I love you. Love is major.
Action.
Sacrifice. I feel like that's one key point in love. If anything else, love is sacrifice. You feel me? You just gotta sacrifice, whether it's your time, you feel me? Even yourself sometimes, you feel me? When you truly love somebody, you would do anything for that person. I feel like you really gotta understand that and have that mindset when you come in, you feel me? But you can't sacrifice if you don't even got you.
That's true.
Self, all that ties in, you feel me? Self-love, self-work. You just gotta work on yourself, grind, you feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? You can love the next person.
Yeah.
And I feel like people don't get that. That's why some relationships just
don't last. Yep, I agree.
Just be
exactly, and then that's why it's all just for show at this point, because it's on social media. You know what I'm saying? And then that's on social media, y'all could put this picture perfect, but I promise you guys, I'm not even trying to be that person to like nail other people's relationship. They're not truly happy because
behind the scenes.
Because my thing is, this is how I view life. If someone has to flex or show or do too much so that people can believe that they are happy or that they are happy in the relationship or they're at peace, you're overcompensating because you yourself don't even believe that you're at peace. You yourself don't even believe that you're happy. You're doing too much. Why? Relax. Pipe down. Do it in secret. That's for me. I don't want secrecy, but I want privacy, because I feel as though it's in private where I'm going to do all that work, and I'm gonna come out, and you're only gonna see the glamorous part, and then when I talk about, you know, the things that we went through as a couple, or the things that I went through as a person to get to where I am today, and it's just like, oh my goodness, like it's, wow, right, like oh wow, like God. Literally, it takes self work. Like you literally have to. It's literally all here. That's why I'm like, relationships. Sister with sisters, brothers, friends, whatever it is, it's you literally looking into the mirror and asking yourself, why don't I like this? Is there something that I can do better? Ask these questions to yourself. Make sure that you are in tune with yourself, and then also ask your friends too. Like, what is something that you think?
I feel like that is major. That's a major. You feel me? Like, people like, it ain't nothing. Like, if that's really your dog, that's really that person like you mess with as your family, your friends, like your close friends, somebody you really trust, like even your significant other, like ask them, what can you do? Like, you feel me? Like, what am I doing wrong? Why don't you like when I do this? You feel me? It ain't nothing to ask a question like, and I feel like people try to be so hard. Like, ask a question like, what am I doing wrong? You feel me? Check me. Like, I feel like that's major. Like, once you allow yourself to be checked, you feel me? Like, people like, oh, why you checking me? You feel me? Like, allow yourself to be checked. If you put yourself in a position where you have somebody else in your life, allow yourself to be checked. Once you allow yourself to be checked, I feel like you get through so many different things, because like now it's a different level of understanding and communicating. Like, if you feel like you could check, like say we go out in a certain, like she could check me, you feel me, and I could check her. Now we have an understanding. Like, if I come at her a certain way, like he's just checking me, I understand that I gotta find what I'm doing wrong. Vice versa. Don't make it where like, oh, I'm checking her but she can't check me. Exactly. Then it's like,
it's one way.
Allow
one person is getting the growth, and the other person is staying in their ways.
Allow yourself, you feel me, to check each other. Allow yourself to grow each other. I feel like that is major, and that's another reason why relationships just don't last. You feel me? Everybody want to be head hunter in the relationship. Come on now, not everybody can wear the pants. You feel me?
That's true.
Not in the sense like, cause I'm the male, I gotta necessarily wear the pants. Yeah, you want to be the head. You feel me? You a guy, but at the end of the day, like, let her be the queen that she is, you feel me? Let her check you feel me? Allow her, you feel me? Cause like at the end of the day, you just trying to make your girl happy, you feel me? You happy wife, happy, like I'm telling you, like, come on, make sure like your cheek right with you feel me? Allow her, you feel me? Cause like females, like, it's certain things that to you as a male, but to her it's like, it's the little things, you feel me? It's the little things that you did different, you feel me? Like, you was doing this earlier, now you don't do it no more. Why?
Exactly.
Now it's going through her head, you feel me? It's little things, like ask questions, and I just feel like that's amazing. Communication, like, that's another reason why relationships just don't last. Like, nobody want to communicate, you feel me? And I'm talking from experience. Like, it's times where I never want to communicate, like, bruh, I don't want to talk about it. But like, if you really want to be like, you just gotta talk about it. You gotta talk about it, you feel me? Like, females, they want to feel like they're needed, you feel me? Cause like, you feel me? If a girl want to be with you, like, they don't want to feel like a burden. You feel me? They don't want to feel like, oh, I'm annoying him. He don't want to tell me what. Like, come on now, you gotta really like break it down, talk to him. You feel me? And that, you feel me? Communication. Vice versa, you can't be a down. Like, the man doing something wrong, it's not that major. He's doing something wrong that you don't like, but now you don't want to talk about it. You just want to get on attitude. You want to be a little petty. You want to throw a little something in there. Talk to him. You feel me, baby? I don't like what you doing.
Exactly.
It's not sitting right with me. come here, let's talk about it, you feel me? Now y'all in a hole, you feel me? Now y'all in a hole, y'all connecting deeper. You feel me? It's not the same old getting to know each other. Now y'all, you feel me? Y'all connecting at a different level, you feel me?
Exactly.
Now
that's not surface level no more. Now it's digging deep. Now we're
alive.
Deep.
Once you make that commitment, like relationship, like that's why I don't want to talk for nobody, but like don't just be getting a relationship like
just to get in it.
You feel me? If you talk to somebody, you talk to somebody. But like once you make that commitment, like you're mine, I'm yours. It's a point where like you just gotta open up. Like it's nothing like there's no more hiding from that. You had all that talking stage, all that to do all that. Once you commit, it's like you gotta let that other person in. And I feel like people still be scared, like they just get in a relationship, but they still not ready to open up. Now it's like,
and I feel like just stay out the relationship. Go get help. Go seek therapy. Like don't come in my life and try to, while you're not healthy or you're not emotionally intelligent, whatever the case may be. Like you need to work on yourself and love yourself enough to go work on yourself in private. And it's okay. And in that aspect, I would say, be selfish in that area. Worry about you. Do you? You know what I'm saying? Be selfish. It's okay, because I feel like
sometimes it's okay to be selfish.
Exactly. It's okay to like step away from being inside the picture. Exactly.
And if that person really mess with you, they will understand.
Exactly. And they'll allow you.
They'll allow you to grow, you feel me?
Yeah.
Even if they just from behind the scene, you good, alright, grow.
Exactly. I'm gonna let you do you. Keep it growing.
And that's major. You feel me? That could go a long way.
That wraps up the second conversation, or the second part of the conversation. I thank you for coming. We had a great conversation. He'll be here again. Stay tuned.
For sure. You feel me?
Stay tuned. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Don't forget to follow The Outlet Talk on Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Follow June on Instagram. We'll probably put it, below here. Get the merch. Get the merch.
The merch now, love. You feel me? Gotta love.
I just love to see a young entrepreneur.
Self-love. We just talk about it.
Self-love is the best love. Honestly, the best thing ever.
Nobody got you like you.
Keep that in your mental.
Quote me on that.
Yep.
Quote me on that. Write it down and put June.
Right, June. Sign June. Period. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Bye. Peace.